to the hospital, and there's a reason why they do that, and I've got a great group we're going to talk about that specialize in that, and they have a cute name too. I love the name. Nancy Thomas, you're the Director of Volunteer Services at Yavapai Regional Medical Center. And part of that purview is this group, PAWS, Pets Are Warm Support. And this is Kathy Pessin with us, and you were a member of that group.
Yes.
And we have a special friend down here too. Hello, Amber. In her beautiful uniform. She's like a Girl Scout. She's got all kinds of badges going on her beautiful self. So a little bit about the PAWS program. What is it? How long has it been part of the hospital's volunteer program?
We're going on 15 years now. It started in 2002, and it's a great addition to our complementary therapies for our volunteer program. We get probably the most kudos from our PAWS program of anything that we do, just because just about everybody loves animals, and so we have some great stories.
Oh, you know, they love it. I was telling you before we started, don't worry, they'll be looking at the dog, not us anyway, you know. So now you have teams, so you're a team member, Kathy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amber and I are a team.
It's so cute. How many teams do you have, Kathy?
We have 22 teams right now visiting both hospitals, and so we have nearly 7 days a week coverage on both hospitals, which is wonderful for our patients, our visitors, and our employees as well.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and the reason I heard about you was because I had a dear friend in the hospital, and a team member visited with a wonderful dog, and I mean, it really did just cheer things up, and it's great. So this is kind of therapy, isn't it?
It is.
Kathy,
it
for
is.
people? What kind of response do you get?
Oh, the patients love it. They, as Nancy said, not only the patients, the staff. I love it, the dog loves it, everybody loves it, but I can't tell you how many times patients will say to me, oh, this is the best thing that's happened to me all day. You know, and because they love having the dogs come to visit them.
There's something about it. I mean, they really are, if you want to look at the studies or whatever, therapy. Animals are therapy. They lower your blood rate, they calm you down. So this is kind of a healing thing for them, I guess, too. Wow, interesting. So how do, I mean, like I say, all these wonderful merit badges, how do people qualify for PAWS?
It's quite a process, and so my kudos to Kathy and all of our other handlers, because it's not the easiest thing to do. I've had dogs many times in my life, and I never could qualify. Trust me, I've never trained a dog this well. So what we do is we use Pet Partners, which is a certifying agency, and so the handler needs to go through a home study course and take that, and then there's some vet things that we need, of course, making sure that rabies is up to date, etc. And then we do an actual evaluation right at the hospital, and a Pet Partners evaluator comes in and evaluates the team together. Goes through quite a number of different commands that they have to go through to become a member. And then once they're finished with that, if they choose to volunteer at the hospital, then there's a whole nother quadrant of things that they have to do as far as orientation and tuberculosis screening and everything else that we go through.
For the people too, not just the dog.
Absolutely, right. So the dog goes through a lot and the handler goes through a lot.
Amazing.
And they have to be recertified every 2 years, too.
Oh,
the
no
dogs
kidding.
do.
Wow. Well, in 15 years, you've had a lot of teams, a lot of dogs, and things, you know, going through. So was it difficult for you and Amber to qualify?
Well, I tell people that at home, up until she was like 3 years old, she was like a wild woman. She was a very, very enthusiastic about everything she did, but she passed her test, and she's been recertified a couple of times because she's now over 7 years old. She's been doing it for over 4 years now. But she seems to sense that when we're at the hospital, she's at work.
So she likes this, does she really?
Oh, yes. When I get her vest out and I get ready, she knows. She knows she's going.
Did she feel like she was working with us, or is she just having a good time today?
I think she was a little nervous about this. Is a whole different setup for
She's like,
her.
what am I supposed to do?
Right, yeah.
Well, she's making us feel better, you know, that's true. So I'm sure that over these years you've had some very special, memorable moments. Do any stand out in your mind, Kathy?
Several of them. One in particular, one of the nurses asked me to come in and see a particular patient. And when I went into the room, the patient was just lying in bed and really was not responsive at all. She was just lying there. And so I started telling her about Amber and everything. I was not getting any response. So I took the patient's hand and I put it on Amber's head so she could feel her and touch her. And the patient said, "Dog." And the nurse said that was the first word she'd said since she'd come into the hospital.
Oh, isn't that something? So it was registering.
It was,
with
yes,
her.
yes, it did.
Oh, that is so
isn't that?
sweet. Yes, well.
And do you want another
Yes,
story?
I do. Tell us more stories, because I mean, this is something we don't get to experience this. If we're not on a team like this, we do not get it. I mean, we can go say hi, we can take flowers, and for whatever that's worth.
Yeah,
but this is a different, very special.
Okay, well, there was another incident, and this was with one of my first therapy dogs. His name was Midas, and he was also a golden retriever, but he was a big, huge dog. And when I went down the hall, there was this room there were a lot of visitors in there. It was dark. They had the curtains pulled. I thought, well, I'm not going in that room. And as I went by the door, this lady came out, and she saw Midas, and she said, "Oh, can I pet your dog?" And I said, "Yes." And so she got down on her knees on the floor and put her arms around Midas's neck and burst into tears. And, I don't know how long she stayed there. It seemed like it was a long time. But finally she got up and she said, "Thank you," and went back into the room. Well, I'll never know what the situation was, but there was a need there, and that dog just stayed absolutely still for the whole time that she had her arms around his
so it's
neck.
not just the patients,
It's not
talking
just
staff
the
and everybody.
That was a visitor, and there was a need.
Well, I've done that with my dogs in the past. They are very sweet about that.
There
When
was
you
a-
just, like I saw Wuthering Heights, went home and cried and cried, and I was hanging on to them. It was ridiculous, but they're so wonderful. What a great program.
Yeah.
Pause again. Pets are warm support at Yavapai Regional Medical Center. A wonderful gift for 15 years for the patients and the staff, and their visitors. Thank you so much for joining us, Kathy Pessin and wonderful Amber. Smart, beautiful, wonderful. I feel healing right now. And also Nancy Thomas, director there at
pleasure. Thank you.
Regional Medical
It was a
Center.
pleasure.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work, Amber.
Yes.
All right, don't you go away. When we come back, Easter's coming, and we're going to find out how you can make it even more fun yourself.
Spring is coming. Enjoy the season with a great deal on a new Toyota. Like low APR financing on the technology-loaded Corolla, the adventurous RAV4, the rugged Tundra, and more.
I'm rebuilding the deck?
Yep.
Okay.
Lease a new 2018 all-wheel drive RAV4 for just $219 per month, and this month only get $500 bonus cash, or get 0% APR with $500 bonus cash on RAV4.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Luxury brands play hard to get, but once a year they sell off a few showroom samples half off to their luxury outlet, but never 5,000 all at once with only 3 days. The dump will have to go 75% off the most exclusive names in furniture and rugs. One of a kinds from showrooms in Carolina to Vegas, Hamburg to Milan. That's 75% off curated room settings gone for the price of one piece. No time to play hard to get. 3 days, 75% off at the dump.
Are you still struggling with your New Year's resolution? Stubborn fat that just won't go away? Now you can lose that stubborn fat at Sonobello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist. In a single customized procedure, Sonobello gently removes fat in just 1 day and shapes your body for life-changing results.
I just never thought that I would get there, and look at me now.
Why wait? Discover the new you. With over 100 board-certified plastic surgeons across more than 40 locations nationwide, now is the time to get your best body. Call 800-803-2386 to schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. Remove your stubborn fat in as little as 1 day. Book now and get $250 toward looking your very best. That's $250 toward your love handles, thighs, even your chin. Call for your free no-obligation consultation today and find out how to get $250 off. This is a limited time offer. Call 800-803-2386 now.
All right, right, as I said, Easter is coming up. We've only got a few days left. It's got all kinds of traditions and it's fun. And we're going to have some more fun suggestions. And this is by an expert. We've got do-it-yourself expert Lynn Lilly. Now, she's also the author of Screen-Free Crafts that Kids Will Love. How about that? And a founder of craftboxgirls.com. So she's into this. Hey, Lynn, nice to have you with us today.
Hi, Sandy. How are you? Thanks so much for having me.
I'm very excited because, again, these holidays, I was just telling someone the other day that I need to get into these more. I mean, I like to dress up for Halloween, but I like to decorate and feed people and do all kinds of stuff. So what suggestions in terms of crafty stuff do you have to make these traditions even more fun, Lynn?
Absolutely. Okay, so there are so many things that you can do that are simple to have a perfect Easter.